Samsung Z Flip 5 and the S23 ULTRA. So I needed some help as well from you guys. Please help me decide which phone to keep and which one should I be returning to Samsung. So please watch until the very end and leave a comment down below about what you guys think and which phone should I be keeping. I know some of you guys might be thinking that it is so obvious that the S23 ULTRA is a stronger phone between the two. But there are some factors that I also need to take into considerations before picking the right phone for me. I also have an iPhone 14 Pro Max which I use as a daily driver, so this is also one of the reasons why S23 ULTRA doesn't really matter if it's a way stronger phone than the Z Flip. So if you have watched some of my previous videos, you know that I recently got the S23 ULTRA in purple, but then just a couple of days after, the Samsung Z Flip 5 was also released. So since we have a 30-day free return here in Sweden, I decided to also get the Z Flip 5 and compare the two. So just a disclaimer guys, I'm not techie nor an expert when it comes to the specs. Well, I'm just a regular user, so what I'll be pointing out in this video are just the things that matters for a simple and regular user like me. I'm not a gamer nor a streamer, so in short, I'm not a heavy user at all. So first, let's talk about the screen of the phone, since I really love customization. I love themes, wallpapers, and making the phone look so cute, so the screen really does matter. So it's clear that the S23 ULTRA wins in this battle, and this is one of the reasons why I am very much hesitant to return the S23 ULTRA. I love how clear the display is. It has a 6.8-inch Edge QHD dynamic AMOLED with a resolution of 3088 by 1440 and a 500 pixels per inch. So it has also a refresh rate of 120 Hz, and the display is very soothing in the eyes and so clear and really crisp. So I love how vibrant the colors are as well. While on the Z Flip, on the other hand, has a 6.7-inch with a full HD resolution OLED panel display and a refresh rate of 120 Hz. But nonetheless, the screen of the Z Flip 5 is not bad at all. But the downside is that the screen has a crease that is really very evident, especially if you use your phone as a daily driver. It is hard not to notice it. So I don't know in which part of the screen did the Samsung says that they lessened the visibility of the crease, because honestly, it is still as obvious as how it was on the Z Flip 4. Though the colors are vibrant in both phones, but the Z Flip 5 has a warmer tone compared to the S23 ULTRA. I also don't like the feeling of the plastic foldable display on the Z Flip 5, but of course it is understandable since it is a foldable phone. And it doesn't really feel nice as well when tapping or swiping the screen, because it feels too soft and mushy compared to the all-glass screen panel of the Samsung Galaxy S23 ULTRA. Honestly, in this case, I really prefer the wider squarish screen of the S23 ULTRA rather than the rectangular shaped screen of the Z Flip 5. But of course, the biggest plus on the Z Flip 5 that is not present on the S23 ULTRA is the cover screen. And I really love how you can fully customize the cover screen. You can even make it way cuter than what Samsung can offer. And I just really love it that you can text or call or take a photo all on the cover screen, so you don't really have to keep on flipping the phone open, because then the cover screen offers more functionality than how it was on the previous Z Flip models. Now let's move on to the battery. Well, it's very clear once again who's winning, since the S23 ULTRA has a 5000 mAh while the Z Flip 5 only has a 3700. But I'm not a heavy user, as I said earlier, so the phones can last me a day, both the Z Flip 5 and the S23 ULTRA. So all of my heavy usage, like apps and stuff, are on my iPhone 14 Pro Max. Next, let's talk about the camera. So I don't want to get into the specs and deeper details regarding the camera and the lenses and whatnot. I just want to talk about the camera quality out from the box. So what I mean with that is that I'll talk about the photos I took without changing any settings right after I got the phone. So what you see is what you get. So let's divide this topic into 4 categories. First, taking photo, and then video, 10 times zoom, and the portrait. Photos taken on both phones have a vibrant and vivid colors, but I noticed that the Z FLIP5 has more saturated colors compared to this S23 ULTRA. And surprisingly, there are times that the Z FLIP5 took a better photo than the S23 ULTRA. But of course, S23 ULTRA takes more better photos than the Z FLIP5. It seems like the S23 ULTRA sometimes has a hard time focusing on a subject which is too close, but when it comes to zooming in 10 times, there's no questions about that. So I'll be leaving more pictures and videos for you guys to watch and compare. So these are like all up to you. So yeah. So here I am, guys. I'm trying out the camera of the phone on a very gloomy day here in Sweden. It's summer, but the wind is really cold. But yeah, have to go out and try the camera, the sound quality. So it's up to you guys which one you think is great. But personally, I think both cameras are really doing a great job. Not unless you will use the zoom in, because then you will obviously see which one is better. So yeah, let's try. So you can really clearly see in this video that this S23 ULTRA is really doing a great job with the 10 times zoom, while the Z FLIP5 is really having a hard time and it's super blurry. So yeah, S23 ULTRA wins when it comes to the camera. Now for the last part, I will sum up everything. So both phones are great, they can last me a day, and since I'm not a heavy user, then the performance of the two phones for me are just equally great. So I'm having a hard time deciding which one to return. So please guys, help me decide which of the two phones should I keep. I'm going to give myself a week to come up with a decision, and I'm gonna go back to this video and read all of your comments, and I'm gonna base my decision on that. So my personal thought is that I want to keep the Z FLIP5 because it's compact, easy to bring, and I can put it in any of my bags since it is small. I love that I can take photos with a rear camera as well because it has a cover screen where I can just easily take a selfie. I like that I can customize the cover screen and make the phone look so cute, but at the same time I also want to keep the S23 ULTRA because of how nice the glass screen is. So I like that it has a room for typing since it has a wider and clearer, sharper display. So until now, I'm so torn between the two phones. And a friend of mine said I should be keeping the Z FLIP5 since I already have the 14 Pro Max, so there's no point keeping another huge phone as a secondary phone. But for now, I will leave it up to you. So please let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and we'll see after a week which phone is going back to Samsung. So that's it for today's video, guys. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't subscribed yet. Thank you so much. See you on my next one.